suspect he might know what he said differently. I got this arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
If you think you've seen true evil, then just wait and see the abhorrent suspects in this video. They have taken the lives of innocent people, but they honestly thought that the police would never find out. Expect neglectful mothers, intoxicated drivers, and girlfriend killers getting exposed on camera. Police officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico received a horrifying phone call about a baby who was not breathing on April 21, 2023. As it turned out, 31-year-old Christina Bennett had killed her child due to her drug addiction. She was incredibly hostile to both law enforcement and first responders who arrived on the scene.
How long has she been down
I don't
for?
know, I just was making rapid for my mom's house.
Okay, how long has she been down? Do you
They rub her feet.
do all they can around here?
No, because I'm first sitting in my truck and, you know?
How long is when
I
did
go
this
with
happen?
her.
No, hold on. They're doing life-saving efforts, okay? They're gonna do everything they can right now. You understand?
I'm right to refuse healthcare too as well.
I understand, but we want to make sure your baby's okay and alive, right? That's what they're trying to do right now. I know it's.
I told you, Christina. I told you too. What about Harry? How are you talking about?
Which house are you guys in?
You don't have baby.
Which house are you
Suffer
guys
like that.
What house is it where you guys in? Is it over here? Okay. How long was the baby down, you know?
I don't know. She just come to the door and said the baby's dead.
Okay.
There's a difference. I tried to call on the call last night and they didn't even go over there and respond to it. Christina, she did drugs.
Okay, they're trying to do their best. They're going to be doing life-saving efforts right now for the baby, okay? That's the number one priority.
What did I do?
Force will be used
What
against
did I do? Mom, no!
Stop. Do not stop.
Jenny!
Resist.
Jenny!
Don't resist. Get that other arm.
I didn't do nothing, Mama!
Come on, ma'am. Ma'am.
I know that he's taking my baby!
Force will be used against you.
Let me check on my baby! Let me check on my baby!
Ma'am,
You're just being detained right now.
right now you're just being detained, okay?
Let me check
Right
on
now
my
you're not free.
baby!
You resist, force will be used, okay? Don't resist.
I told you to quit doing
I
that!
got it, Travis. Sure? Yeah. She's wrapped around my leg right now, so.
Let me see my baby! Let me check on my baby!
They're working on
I have right to refuse medical health care for my child too!
Weird.
Let me see my baby! Let me hold my baby and let me wake her up!
Your shouting right now is interrupting with
Let me wake her! I have every right! I know my rights in America! You guys have no right to detain me! I'm going to sit right here and wait for my baby!
You're welcome to sit down. Pat her down. She's got a felony 29.
I don't have nothing!
Stand up.
I don't have nothing!
Stand up.
I don't have nothing! Let me see my baby! Let me see my baby! My baby's in there! I'm not leaving my children like that! I'm not leaving my children like that! He just hurt her
Take your
leg!
leg off him.
He just hurt my daughter! I have right to refuse medical health care! I have every right to refuse medical health care!
The kid is not breathing. Don't you want to help her?
Yes, I do want to help her!
Then stop screaming and let them work.
Just help me, boss! Get them off of me
Well,
right there!
let us do our job. Right now you're being detained based on
We're just patting her down right now.
Whoever in the neighborhood tells you the baby doesn't die,
Either way.
We're not mom, but grandma.
You're supposed to be working
Let us
with
pat
him.
you down. Stand up.
Stand
We're
up.
trying to help you. You stand up.
You guys need to help me. Let me hold my baby.
Right now they're doing life-saving efforts on your baby. We're doing everything we
Hold
can.
her real quick.
Doing everything we can, okay?
You got her upstairs, right back. I just need to hold her.
What's this in your back? Is that just
Let me hold my baby.
phone?
Investigators are quick to find out that she has an active felony warrant for child abuse. This stemmed from a shoplifting incident at a gas station a few days before the incident, whereby she allegedly tried to escape from law enforcement with the baby on her lap. After she's detained for allegedly kicking an officer, witnesses are questioned shortly afterwards.
Yes, sir.
I need my baby leave. I want to hold my baby before I leave. I have every right to refuse medical health care for my children.
Are you guys good by yourselves with her?
Yeah, we're good. I have every right to
I was here when she brought her this morning about
Who else is in the home,
15.
sir?
Her daughter, 12-year-old.
12-year-old? Okay. So here's the deal, sir. At this point, I can't have you go back in the house.
What?
Sir, here's the deal. So right now, we're working on your grandchild. We're trying to figure out what's going on, so we need to talk to everybody. So right now, I don't know what's going on, so I've got to figure out what's going on, who's here, and so I can't have you go back in the house right now, okay?
Go on.
So I'm going to go talk to I'm going to get your
She's in
grandchild
the
out here.
bathroom.
Okay, we'll get her out here. Is there anybody else inside the
Nope.
home? Okay, brother. Okay. What's your name, sir?
I called it in.
Okay. Thank you for calling it in. Sir, I'm not saying you're in trouble or anything. We just have procedures we have to follow, especially because it's a child.
So what happened when she showed up?
She just come knocking on the door. I need a lighter.
Okay.
And then
And she said that she wanted to do
and then she
something.
dropped her phone. And then she said the baby's dead.
And so when you guys went out there, baby was already like that?
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure we already know.
Yeah, she dropped her phone. I don't know.
Was the baby in the car when
She was holding
she
it on in the front seat. She drives with the baby in the front seat like
When was the
crazy.
last time you guys saw the baby?
yesterday on the video I seen
Fine,
it.
but Christina kept on holding her in the front seat without the car seat, so I'm afraid of Christina's my mother. That woman is my mother. I don't want to be her with her. She thinks that I want to be her.
And at what time did you call your grandparents on the video chat where your grandma
Like
told me
7 or 8 o'clock.
7 or 8
Yeah,
o'clock at
something
night?
like that. Yeah.
Did your mom ever say where she was going last night before you jumped out?
No.
She said I here for about an hour or two. And then
Okay.
she said the cops are down the street. And she took off.
Does she
And I go,
usually-
I don't see no cops.
She runs away from the cops almost every damn time. She doesn't really care about me. She only cares about the male child because she's the favorite child of hers. So, but she has favorites.
Okay. So she sat out here for a little while after. Do you know what her what she uses?
No.
No.
She used to
She
do,
says that she
heroin.
does dope and stuff like that, and she usually like sucks out her blood and puts it back in, and then she uses the water from her sink and then put it back in her bloodstream. I keep on telling her that's wrong, but she doesn't like to listen to me because she thinks I'm useless or something like that.
Does you
And I asked her if she's doing drugs, and she said no.
Does she ever do anything like that around Amelia?
Yes, all the damn time at the trailer.
What does she do?
Like get a dope and like she keeps on doing the
She
exact same
had the
things I
baby
keep on
sitting in
telling
her
you.
lap when video chat me. She had the baby sitting in her lap, and I seen the syringe.
Okay.
And that was last night, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you do video chat? Through FaceTime?
Yes,
Yeah.
FaceTime.
According to witnesses, Bennett knocked on their door asking for a lighter before claiming that her baby girl was dead. They also explained that Bennett smoked controlled substances and blew the smoke into the baby's face. Most shocking of all, during a FaceTime call, she was found with a syringe near the baby. Next, the body camera officer contacts the Children's Youth and Family Development, where he uncovers more of Bennett's criminal history.
Start up, Sky.
Yeah, for the next one, I'll all set.
Charles 531 feet.
Charles 531.
49, rescue 9, discontinued resuscitation efforts on the infant at 0958, and I'll be 21 in Illinois.
My wife Dee needs to come out here. We have a dead.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So I just want to make sure. I was like,
yes, please, yes, please.
That called in asking about her. I know she's got 2 substantiated and 2 unset.
Held on. When you were changing the stuff, I was like.
Of course, we're going to have an E because other child.
The CYD worker shares a lengthy list of Christina's alleged parental problems. These include drug issues, child abuse, and neglect. The officer speaks to Christina while she sits in the back of a police car.
You're detained for the investigation, okay? We're gonna wait to come talk to you. The detectives are gonna come, okay? Give me 1 minute, Christina, okay?
Okay, it was my understanding, your address was one of the addresses given to us by and so I was just making sure that wouldn't be in any danger. So they told me that was your house. So does Christina have access to that?
Hello, ma'am. So Christina, right now, we're gonna wait till the detectives get here. They'll come talk with you, okay? Yeah. I tried to loosen your cuffs last time, and you tried to kick through the door. You wouldn't even let me open the door because I asked you, and then you tried to kick through the door again. I'm not doing it. Okay, but did I not give you that option? What was the deal? I said if you don't fight me, I'll loosen it. And as soon as I opened that door, you started fighting. Okay, are you listening to me? I told you not to open it, or not to fight, and I would open that door. As soon as I opened that door, you started kicking, you wouldn't let me get the keys, and you tried to kick the door open.
Tragically, despite efforts from EMS, the infant was pronounced dead. According to Albuquerque police, the child tested positive for methamphetamine during a blood test. However, the exact cause of death was not determined. Bennett was arrested for a felony warrant back in April, but was charged with child abuse resulting in death and was transported to the Metropolitan Detention Center. Ultimately, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading no contest to multiple charges. Now, check out this next case involving yet another drugged-up suspect. You're about to meet a 24-year-old quote-unquote Instagram model who allegedly killed 2 people in a crash while under the influence in Miami, Florida on August 10th, 2024. According to witnesses, after the collision, Macy Lathers tried to stumble away from the scene. Thankfully, bystanders were able to prevent her from escaping.
Miami, I also have it was a possible 18, and they have, I think it's a female on the ground. They're holding her because she wanted to flee the scene. I need extra help here, and I think I have 2 in the vehicle that have passed away. I'm not sure.
61 and 4365, officially responding on a 315, hold on traffic at Miami, at 701, 436.
Block is on the corner. Are you okay? Block is on the corner. Get flagged.
Okay.
Get flagged. I know they entered the heaven. I know they entered.
4365.
I know it's in the crystal. The crystal.
Being right on routine, 701, you're taking station now, Miami at 701, 4210 or 4401, I read that up there. Yes,
Yeah, she tried to jump into somebody else's car. Yeah.
What car was she driving?
White Benz.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
413 and 15 arrival.
She ran away.
Now we live for Let me get an officer.
Okay, so we're gonna need a unit to block off southbound from 9th Street. We're probably gonna also need a unit to block off Northeast 2, as well as Northwest 1 from east to west on 8th.
Grab her because she's under the influence of something.
Lathers allegedly drove her Mercedes car past a red light at an intersection. Moments later, she crashed into her Range Rover, according to prosecutors. The two vehicles then careened into a silver Suzuki. She was reportedly driving up to 57 miles per hour before the intersection and then increased her speed to 78 miles per hour until she crashed.
We got witnesses too that we need to be getting.
Oh, where? Let me see. Well, they probably far from the scene, so.
4210, show you in command at 705, 4210.
Bro, let's cuff this girl.
Come on. Get up.
Did you read your in command? Miami, I am in command. It's a very good 705, usually take 3.
Let's wait for rescue to check out.
45, no, as long as you show me around in the area.
Take her hands
Exactly
from
where it's
her.
at.
What's your idea?
Just put it in the recovery
081,
place.
radio number 040. I trouble with the civilian right along.
Relax, relax. Watch my eyes. The water, the water. The water. Wait, we live in a dome. This is the Hollywood scene.
If you could have the units over there in Miami and 8, direct the bus from northbound on Miami against traffic, we're blocking the street. That's the only way out.
Lathers continues to blather on about nonsensical things, clearly unaware of what has just happened. After being asked what drugs she took, she claims to have taken a ketamine-based party drug called 2C or 2C, otherwise known as pink cocaine.
What'd you take?
2C pink.
Oh.
See drugs. Fuck. He's over in the corner. Go in the white car. Go in the car. My phone. My phone. AI. Oh my gosh, it's a curse at the White House. I think it's.
Molly.
Yeah.
MDMA.
Yeah.
45, 10, 1 is taking you to Miami meeting.
What's going on?
All right, good. I thought you said something about your life.
What's going on?
You wait for a minute. We're trying to contain it, figuring out it.
David Aldo.
I mean, just to verify, what's the unit that you have at Miami and 9 stopping all southbound traffic? 443 up here at Miami and 9, and you also have a Lincoln unit in here as well. Alright, good. So Miami.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Relax.
No, unity. Unity.
4365, I'm at 1 and 8. Go for it. Miami, who do you have at 8th Street and Northeast First?
It's in my safe. It's in the key. It's the
Should have been 4315.
Oh, we live forever. Art, we need to create clothes. It's just gonna get
Bro, we
cold.
needed to talk to there was a lot of witnesses, man. Now we don't have.
I think the PSA, I think they have one over there.
On Miami, south of 8, approximately like at 7.
Recovery position. She's pissed. She's gonna break the cup. Relax.
4111.
Are they gonna bring me to him? Are they gonna bring me to him? They're coming now. So you need to relax. Stay like that, okay?
4510 reference. I need rescue here to check on one of the passengers in the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Miami and 8 on the southeast west corner. Black shirt, Eugene.
Just stay like how I told you, okay? Stay like that. Look that way.
Ma'am, can you still looking that way?
45 times.
Put that leg straight.
No, that's it.
45 seconds.
Wait, ma'am.
Relax, relax. Listen.
And then the,
She's good, right? The one levantada y llevar ahí.
45 minutes.
What's going on?
I think they were involved in the crash.
She probably won't be able to walk.
Sorry,
anything hurt you?
The big
yeah,
red.
real time on it.
Did they get other people from the car?
My mole.
Hmm?
Yes, I died in the crash.
Now, what car are you driving?
A white car.
White what?
Mercedes. My name's Mercedes.
Is there?
My name is Mercedes. Mercedes.
Calm down.
I'm from the future. Oh, crystal ball. You can live off me.
Are you on drugs?
Yeah. 2C. Oh.
They gave her a shot.
Lathers makes a series of bizarre claims, such as claiming that her name is Mercedes, that she is from the future, has a crystal ball, and that she herself died in the crash.
Are you guys for this one, or are you guys going over to the girl?
Is this unrelated?
Do you have any head or neck pain? No head, no neck pain? Okay, why your head is behind your back? Can you lift your arms up?
Yeah, because my white Mercedes.
Okay, can you lift your right arm up?
Yeah.
No, she's cuffed.
Oh, she's cuffed.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
All right, we'll set her up. We'll do an assessment.
I'm just trying to make sure she's not like a trauma alert. Okay, now you're
Relax. Remember I told you to relax? Get up. Get her up. Sit down.
We're just going to do a quick assessment for the back of it. And go from there. Was she combative with you guys?
Okay, hold on a minute.
We'll get her there.
Miami, do you have anyone to raise? The first vehicle is going to be a four-door white in color PLA 250 Mercedes. Florida tag 88 Delta, Yankee Foxtrot India. I'll get you the second one now.
Yeah.
I'll get her legs.
Go.
The second vehicle is going to be a silver
You guys are moving her now?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and assess her in the back, and then we're going to take off.
Well, wrap it up, fellas. Suspect's already dead. With first responders on the scene, Lathers is placed inside an ambulance and transported to the hospital.
What's your name?
Put me in a coffin, gold.
What's your name?
Macy.
Macy?
Mercedes. Macy Leathers.
Macy? Hold on. What's your last name, Macy? Macy, what's your last name? Blue. You're Blue?
You look like
That's what you
4212. Verify on the note of the call. Is there another number for a witness from Canada? Yes, sir. Anybody already been on Canada?
Good. All right.
Here it comes.
Oh, you had one already? Yeah. Oh, you already had one?
Love, we love. You love me. You love me. You love me. You love me. You guys love me. Please, please.
Macy, what's your last name?
Lathers.
Maddox?
Lathers.
Mathers.
Lathers.
Got it. What's your date of birth?
The answer is numerology. Go look at numerology. Look it up online, numerology.
All right. Right out.
Law and Crime reported that 2 weeks later, Lathers faced 2 counts of vehicular homicide and 2 counts of reckless driving. Toxicology reports allegedly confirm the model's drug use. Consequently, after her September 10th court appearance, she faced DUI manslaughter charges. Be sure to subscribe to the channel while we pull up another case. Prepare to meet yet another revolting mother. When a child passes away, the parents or carer must notify emergency services immediately. In this horrifying incident from Rock Island, Illinois, back on July 25th, 2023, a mother by the name of Sushi Staples disposed of her 10-year-old son's body in a trash can after he died. After being tipped off, police officers were dispatched to her home for a wellness check.
Are you Miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No.
No.
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS. And,
What?
And kind of made some claims that you had a child that accidentally shot themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too. That's what.
I am so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her.
Okay.
I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl is never in it. She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here. And
Okay.
it's been a constant...
Have we been here before?
No, you've never come to my house for anything. I've been here for 7 years and never had a problem in Rock Island.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were.
I work at Genesis Hospital. I'm a patient care tech. I'm a student at Eastern Iowa Community College.
Okay.
I have a business in Davenport. This girl has made threats towards me on Facebook, posting her gun up, saying that she's going to come to my addy. It's just never ending.
Right. So they made some allegation that you had a son and he shot himself.
Sir,
and he's in
come
your
on
basement.
now. You think... Look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of
No,
here?
you need a search warrant to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes Uranus allegations like this.
I know. Like I said, it sounded crazy to me too. I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it, no matter how crazy it sounds.
If you want to do that, I would suggest you go through the proper protocols. I'm not about to let some crazy woman who now has my husband make Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated as a
No, I
citizen.
get it. That's what
That is not okay. I have 4 girls in here.
That's what I'm just asking. I'm not
4 children.
I'm not trying to blame anything on you. I'm not saying this is true. I was just asking. Okay. That's all it is. Okay.
I have 4 children
Her
in here.
ex-husband's new girlfriend's been causing her
And
issues. She thinks that's who it is.
ongoing. She's been harassing
number
my
provided
job, harassing my place
isn't
of
connected to
business,
anything.
harassing my children. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
I've tried to get a restraining order against her, tried to get one against him, It's never ending. I cannot have any peace where I live.
And you guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious if that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
It's a never-ending story with these two.
I get, like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth.
And this is crazy.
It is.
This is very crazy.
Okay.
I have been living here for 6 years. My neighbors have never had a complaint. Don't you think if my neighbors would have heard something like that, they would have made a call or said something to somebody?
I would believe so, yeah.
Just think about it. It don't make no kind of sense. This girl is psycho.
Okay.
She's harassed my job.
Do you know her phone number by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know her phone number.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to bother you. Okay. It's like I said, we get a call. We gotta show up.
They got to the point now where they don't have my phone number, so they emailing me. Okay. I have spam emails here from these people. I'm gonna go down here. The last one I got was. Let me see.
Does it have a name on it?
Yes, it has his name on it. I have to go here. This is the last one I have. And this gotten to the point where they're emailing me because they don't have a contact phone number on me.
Right.
This is how bad the harassers got. Okay. But until I can get Rock Island to Cook County to serve them and actually find the address on them,
right,
that's going to be a problem.
So
they keep having me come back to court until I can get an address on them.
I'll add some notes just in the call that I was here, and that it's a harassment thing, so we don't have to keep coming up here. And
thank you.
All right, sorry to bug you. I just, like I said, we gotta call, even if it sounds crazy. We gotta come see what's going on.
This lady, I don't even know what to say about her. It's never ending.
All right.
I have doorbell cams here.
I saw that.
So, I'm here. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay.
Staples attests her innocence and blames her ex-husband's girlfriend for supposedly making prank calls. Interestingly, she states that she ain't got nothing to hide, which we know is a lie. The next day, law enforcement visit her home with a search warrant.
Hello?
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
What's going on?
Well, just step on out. I'll explain everything.
Wait a minute, my kid's in here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant for the house.
We're asking you for your cooperation to be up front with us.
Hold on.
So step on out.
No, step out.
What part of the house do you all have a search warrant for?
The whole house.
The whole house.
So you need to step out. Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna open
Okay.
the door.
Open the door.
We'll all walk in casually. We're not going to tear up your house or anything. So.
Calm down. My kids are in here.
Okay.
Please.
How many?
4.
And where at in the house?
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm
These
down?
officers are gonna walk in there with you, and I got a copy of the warrant out here for you, honey.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my lawyer. Can I see the warrant before we walk any further?
Okay.
I'm calm.
We have a valid search warrant, so.
I understand, but you haven't let me see it yet, and you're walking through my house.
It's right here. You don't run how we do.
You're not in control of this.
Okay, I'm trying to see. You all?
So, I need your phone too.
My phone? That's not my phone.
Well, that's phone is taken.
Hold on to that. So,
Okay.
which rooms are your kids in?
Obviously not.
They're upstairs. I am very cooperative. I'm not fighting
You're fine.
anybody.
You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
just, look, I'm
Tina?
scared. My kids
Mind
are
going
here.
upstairs and checking.
My kids are here.
That's empty.
Well, it's for an old heater.
Staples looks very nervous as the officers question her.
No, I don't. I don't know why you're here.
Okay.
Because I'm really scared because my kids are upstairs and I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
Can I call my family to tell them, to somebody to come?
You're not under arrest or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
That's why I'm sitting here talking to you, okay?
Okay, I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
And so the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion.
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity and she falsely filed my taxes and my information and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up, and
have you had any interactions with DCFS up in Chicago?
I did.
Okay.
False calls that were made.
Okay.
Correct.
One of the calls from 2021, DCFS came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was a Zion Staples there. Along with your 4 daughters, and then another young boy.
We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So
some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
So you're saying there was a kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion?
I didn't say his
Staples.
name was Zion. No.
Well, somewhere here we've got to clear this up with this Zion
Yes.
Staples.
Yes, and
benefits. Listen to it. Benefits being put in his name that you're receiving from.
I haven't received any benefits.
And then also involved in this.
I haven't received any benefits. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, it's
Someone has stolen my identity. I have proof of that. If you go in my phone, you'll be able to see the messages between me and the FBI agent in Milwaukee. So I'm...
But this is separate from that with the DCFS call.
Because somebody is obviously claiming benefits and getting food stamps.
But they're getting food stamps for your 4 daughters and Zion.
And I've been having a hard time with that because I can't get any because of that, and I've been working on it.
Okay, are we going to find anything in your house that has Zion's name on it? Birth certificate, social security card, or anything like that?
Nope.
Well, because we're seizing your phone, okay?
I understand you're seizing it, but that's like, I should be able to at least call my lawyer still. I shouldn't be held in my own house and not be able to call my counsel.
Well, are you requesting a lawyer right now? Because if you request a lawyer right now, we're done talking.
And then what? You're going to arrest me?
I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to search your
We're going to
house.
search his house upside and down. Somewhere here we need to get to the bottom of this Zion thing.
I can't
And
help
this
it
is
when
coming
people
from
call.
other. This is coming from other people. This is
I
getting
can't
mentioned.
help it when people call and make allegations against me. People do this every day.
The Department of Children and Family Services visited Staples' home back in 2021 and documented a child by the name of Zion Staples. Initially, she attests that no such child ever existed before claiming that she's a victim of fraud.
And I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So where would they get the name Zion
Where would they come up with
Staples?
Zion Staples?
I don't
And
know.
it be your
People
son.
make it up all the time. People make it up all the time.
But see, DCFS does not come into your home and say, okay, have the neighbors over and let's do all this personal stuff that affects you and your family in front of all these other people.
They did.
They do it with you.
They did.
And they do it with your family.
They did, though. They very much did that.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
If you are claiming people back and forth amongst family members to get bigger returns, our biggest concern is that we can have somebody with law enforcement say, this is Zion, this is what's going on, and he is fine. Because right now, we have a person that exists, but we can't lay eyes on him, and it's a child. Okay, that's what they're saying.
What is that noise?
It's just
It's the beeping.
So that's what we're looking at. So if this is what's going on, if you have a cousin, a sister, a brother-in-law, a friend, or whatever claiming kids, or you're claiming them on behalf and you guys are splitting some extra money, I get that. The biggest concern that we have here is that we need to make sure that this kid is safe. And in the time since The officer was here last night, and the time that an officer had called you back in June, and we can say, nope, she's totally clear. There's nobody
I'm
here.
being
There's
stalked
nobody here.
and harassed. I'm telling you.
Birth certificate?
What is that?
Birth certificate.
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. Child, it's found in your room.
We need
along
to
with the
get.
Social
We
Security
need
card.
to get this
Stop
figured out. Stop
lying.
this.
It's over.
Where's that kid? You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no.
I needed some extra help, okay? That was it.
What do you mean by that?
I had a person that makes documents. And it was just really hard. Like,
So is Zion a real person?
no. I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we can we'll just be done.
We'll be done.
All right.
But the investigation continues.
Okay.
Okay. Go and turn around for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail? What am I going to jail for? What have I done?
You just admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is. You're saying that he doesn't exist.
My kid.
We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I can get in the car. Do you got to take my dignity away and put me in cuffs?
We're not gonna put him behind you, okay? We're gonna walk you to the car real quick and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
My neighbors, they've been knowing me for 6 years. You see that badge over there? I work 2 jobs at Genesis.
I hear you.
I go to school out here. God, this is embarrassing.
In a final effort to get out of trouble, she lies and claims that she forged documents in hopes of earning more benefits. Consequently, she's arrested for fraud. Later, law enforcement finds Zion's body hidden in an aforementioned bin. As a result of this terrifying ordeal, Staples faced numerous charges. These were as follows: child endangerment, obstruction of justice, abuse of a corpse, if applicable, based on disposal, and failure to report a death. An ex-husband thought he could lie his way out of trouble in this next incident. Oh, how wrong he was. 25-year-old Jamie Wilson Spray of Washington was taking part in an over-the-phone job interview for a communal kitchen on March 26, 2024, while she was in Spokane. Suddenly, her estranged husband, 37-year-old Jacob Spray, forced his way into her home and proceeded to physically and sexually assault her for an hour and a half before strangling her with his bare hands for 5 minutes, killing her. Police confronted him later that night.
But what's going on with Jamie? I need to seriously know, because you guys got me freaking because you called me, I was just getting off work, and now I can't get a hold of her. I called her sister, and she won't answer my call. All she said was, I can't talk to you right now. And I'm just like, literally in tears, freaking out, and I just don't know what's on. And you guys aren't really being forward with me.
Yeah, we're trying to make contact with her and figure out if she's okay. I guess there's some people concerned, so that's kind of why we're following up with everyone.
I talked to her today.
Okay,
I gave you guys my timeline. It was like 3:51.
Okay.
Like that I had talked to her.
And that's Jamie.
Yeah, my wife.
Sorry.
We're still married. We're filing this Friday, but we've been separated since February 14th. But we've been very cordial. There's been like a couple like instances where we weren't totally agreeing on stuff, but like I just gave her like $1,000 so she could, because she was like wanting to move out of state. And I was like, well, she was like, can I take the trailer? I go, well, I kind of want to keep the trailer. But I was like, what if I give you like $1,500 and then technically $1,750? Technically $1,750, but that was gonna like pay for like the trailer insurance. The $250 that I deducted was like trailer insurance and the divorce paperwork. It's like $314.
Spray claims not to know what happened to his wife and says he spoke with her earlier. The police already know what he did, though. In fact, according to Whitman County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Dan LeBeau, after the victim filed for divorce, Spray placed secret cameras in her trailer, kept track of her texts, and was constantly harassing her over the phone until her death. When she had seen another man the night before, he flew into a fit of rage and did the unthinkable.
So you talked to her at 351, but you haven't seen her today?
No, we don't really like cross paths. It's been kind of that thing.
Gotcha. When
what the hell is going on?
We're trying to get a hold of her. I guess you must be.
Was she like arrested? What's
no,
like...
no, not arrested. Just, we're trying to locate her or whatnot, and someone was concerned about her. So I haven't heard from her. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Can you?
She's got like a group of new friends. Agana. My phone would help me better. But you said the truck was there, and you said you heard the phone, so she doesn't really leave.
Gotcha.
She can't leave home without either one, really. So, what are you trying to tell me right now?
I'm not telling you anything right now. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on so I can give the officers there. So I just got here. They just said, "Hey, can you come talk?" Talk to.
She did hook up with a girl in that trailer park. We lived there like over the summer. This last summer, not like, and there was a girl that she used to hook up with. So, and it was like a struggle in our marriage, but she was always like kind of bi. So like, I mean, honestly, I know it's stupid to think, but it's better than somebody else. Like some dude. Like, it's like, like...
So I'm just trying to figure out what happened today. What did she send you, or what was the conversation at you said 3:51, is that in this afternoon?
It was this afternoon.
Okay, what was the conversation then?
We were just talking. Like, we were just, I had sent her a thing about that song. It's like it's a real popular song right now. don't take her from me. Like God can give it, God can take it.
Gotcha.
And I said, this song will always haunt me. And then I was like, and then the other one from, we were always on road trips, and it says, from strangers to friends to lovers to lovers to friends to strangers. And I always would tell her I never wanted that for us. And I said, that one always rings in my head too. She's like, yeah, like, you know, I get it, I understand. And I just said, I hate this, I love you so much.
You said that today?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then,
so we're still like cordial.
Yeah.
Like we're still chill. Like I did call the police on her one time because she had threatened me with domestic violence. Like she was like gonna stage it.
Oh, gotcha.
And so she had like showed up here to like, she said to get her dog, but it was the same day that she had like threatened me with DV, and she showed up and I called the police, and then she got all mad at me for that. But that's like, other than that, we've really been like chill as fuck.
And you said when you received those messages, where were you at?
I was in Moscow.
Gotcha. When did you come back to Poland?
6, maybe 6:30. Dinner goes out at 6, so.
You say you work at a restaurant or something like that, right?
Sorority.
Oh, sorry.
I cook for a
service,
sorority.
though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But dinner goes out at 6, so I mean, it usually takes me a few minutes after that to like kind of wipe down counters, get everything going. I don't know. I usually get back here about 6:30.
And did you drive back straight here from the sorority?
I stopped at Hoogler.
Okay.
Got a drink.
Gotcha.
Well, for here. I didn't drink it on the way. I didn't drink it on the way, guys.
So you left around 6-ish.
6-ish, yeah.
From the sorority in Moscow.
Yeah. Took the highway back, came down whatever it is. You come down the roundabout, come back up, go by Kookmart, come all the way down this way, and I come right out here.
After Spray outlines his day to the officers, he asks a second time what exactly is going on here.
Tell me what this is about. Like, do I need to go to the bank and get bail money or what?
But I'm just trying to figure out, you know, where you've been, where she's been, what's going on with everything.
She hasn't responded to me since you got a hold of me because, like I said, I hadn't talked to her.
When did the officer get a hold of you?
I'd have to look at my phone, but he called me and I was still working.
Gotcha. So before 6.
Yeah, and so it went to silent. I had my headphones in.
Oh.
I'm working. I didn't know who Coy was. So I'm like, whatever. He left me a voicemail, so when I got off, once I got home, I think I was like pulling in. I actually called him back, or I checked the voicemail.
Oh, once you got home?
I think so.
Okay.
I might have called him when I was still in the parking lot, but I feel like I called him when I got here.
Gotcha.
Because I was just like curious. I'm like, who is this person? And he was like, you got keys to that trailer? So I was just like, the one my wife's in? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, no, we agreed I wouldn't have any. She's got the set of keys, and I have a set down in Lewiston. And I offered to, because he was like, well, we need to get in there. There was a disturbance, like a checking on the peace. And that was all I ever heard. And then I think you called me, or somebody called me and said, I can hear her phone ringing in there. And so now I'm worried because she was supposed to fix the propane thingy, like the propane reader. It had broke, and so I was thinking maybe she got like carbon monoxide poisoning, but also I know she's been hanging out with people, so I don't know like if she's like done some bad blow or something.
You have it inside. That's the one you're talking about. It's charging.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the last you heard from us, and you've been here.
Correct.
They asked you about the keys, and then you've been here since that time until they started. Did you text the officer or something like that? Like what's going on?
I texted him, and then I also been texting and calling Jamie. And then I called my dad just because I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. on, nobody was talking to me. So
What's your dad's name?
Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him about what's going on?
Not much. I just needed to know what I should do. And
Spray mentions that he made calls earlier that day. Keep this in mind, as he'll be questioned about what exactly he said in said calls.
The concern is that we found her at the trailer, and she's not doing well, and the medics are trying to help her. We're just trying to figure out what is going on and what happened to her and what's going on.
like what?
So I don't know. That's what we're trying to. So I just they said, hey, come ask him about what happened. He's the last one that knew where she was, as far as we know, and so they're trying to figure out where that is.
I talked to her, like we're still friends.
It makes sense.
English said PC.
And so, what's going on there, and trying to figure out what happened. When's the last time you've been over to the trailer park?
So I was over there last night.
Okay.
I dropped off food.
Gotcha.
I dropped off jerk chicken with dirty rice and a Rice Krispie treat and Brussels sprouts that were sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
She was about to leave. She was on her way out the door. I didn't even go in the trailer. We met outside. I tried to make out with her. She said, I don't want to make out. She did kiss me, and we hugged. But she said she had to go to work to do a fruit tray for 7:30, so she didn't have to come in early.
Gotcha.
And I was just getting off work, and it was about 6 p.m.
Does she work in food service too?
Yeah, she's the catering chef. She's the executive catering chef for Vandal Eats.
Gotcha.
I can't remember. I always forget what her company name is.
Night, everything was cool. You guys weren't fighting or anything like that?
No, everything was fine, and we were fine today too. Everything was fine.
Gotcha.
I literally texted her. I said I got the confirmation on our divorce paperwork, so I'll go pay that on Friday. So we're all good. And she's like, do I need to be there? I said, no. It just sounds to me like I just have to go and show them the stupid email, and we're good.
Okay.
And then we'll have to go in front of a judge at some point, of course. But yeah, I don't know. Everything was good. She told me she loved me. I said, you promise? She said yes. I'm sorry, I'm kind of needy. I still love her, even though she left me. I'm still I've told her numerous times, we can't go back. But honestly, if she were to be I'll take you back.
The conversation lasts for about an hour. At one point, he is asked about a call he made with his father. These officers already spoke with him and knew that he confessed to killing his estranged wife over the phone.
You said your father was at the casino or something? Or
they're at the Coeur d'Alene casino right now.
They're at the Coeur d'Alene? Gotcha. And what did he say when you got off the phone with him?
We cut out.
Okay.
I don't think he could hear me. I was trying to talk to him, and it was just cutting out. Then it just clicked out, and then that was it.
Okay. But you told him that. What was it you said you told him again?
Said the cops called about Jamie,
yeah,
and I can't get a hold of her.
Okay.
I said, would you call her?
Uh-huh.
But I don't think he heard me because, he didn't say yes.
Uh-huh.
And then it just cut out.
Yeah, I got you.
So, because I thought maybe she's ignoring me because we're not talking.
So that we had a chance to talk with him, and he shared something a little bit different that you had shared with him. Can you tell me a little more about that part of it, though?
What did he say?
Well, he told us something slightly different, and I suspect you might know what he said differently.
I got this arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't you grab it! Don't you grab it! I got this armpit. Left arm pinned.
I'm locking up. Oh, me! That's me! Stop! Okay.
Okay, I'm done. You're under the arrest.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. I got left arm pinned.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done.
Your back.
I will do whatever you say.
Let go. Drop. Yes. Roll out so we can go prone.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm gonna give you another one if I think you're doing something.
I'm not doing nothing.
Hello? I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I got left. Hold on, we're all tight as fuck. I got last lethal. Somebody go cuss.
Let me pin it to the floor.
I'm done.
Okay.
I hear you. Once we get you in cuffs.
When confronted about a discrepancy, Spray tries to run for it, but is tackled to the ground and arrested. A jury in Pullman, Washington convicted him of first-degree murder and first-degree rape. He was handed the maximum possible sentence under Washington state law, 26 years in prison. When a drunk woman got behind the wheel in this next case, tragedy was bound to happen. And sadly, that is precisely what occurred. First responders were called to a heart-wrenching scene in Peoria, Illinois on March 19, 2025. A woman, identified only as Savannah, was involved in a fatal car crash whereby she struck and killed a pedestrian. Law enforcement speculated that she may have been under the influence of alcohol. While in the back of a police car, she called her partner and made a tear-filled confession.
I was driving to work and some girl jumped in front of my car and I think I might have killed her.
Oh my God.
So you might have to grab our daughter.
Huh? I'm on my way to get her. It's gonna be okay.
I don't know, she jumped into my car like nobody's ever seen her.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be alright. Where are you at now? Is everybody with you?
I'm in the cop car.
You're in the cop car?
I didn't see her. Nobody's seen her. Everybody said she jumped in front of my car.
It's alright.
I don't know where she came from. She literally jumped in front of my car.
Okay. Well, it's not your fault.
I think I killed somebody.
He's already got that. I'm okay with them being found in this right lane. What time is it? Do we got traffic coming in?
Who are you with?
The cop.
This the cop?
I don't know if they'll come up this way. I didn't know.
Shut down the ramp. Shut down the Ward Drive southbound.
I was just driving on the road. She just jumped out of nowhere. Am I in trouble? They even said it. They even said she came out of nowhere. She just literally jumped in front of the vehicle.
I understand. It's okay. Just breathe. Alright? But this is an investigation, okay? This is your car, right?
Yeah, that's my car.
Were you the only one in it?
Yes, I was going to grab a friend. I was on my way to grab a friend. I was like 10 minutes away. And everybody in those cars said that she jumped out of nowhere. She literally came in front of my car. I didn't see her.
Is anybody else that witnessed it?
Yeah, the other cars, they even told me, they're like, baby girl, we didn't see her. She came out of nowhere. She hopped in front of the car.
I believe you.
She literally walked in front of the car.
So it looks like you don't have to go to work.
Looks like I'm gonna get arrested. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, I'm right here. Where you? Are you okay?
I'm in the back of a cop car. A girl jumped in front of my car.
They did what?
A girl jumped in front of my car.
Why are they locking you up?
I don't know. Some girl jumped in front of my car. Like, she literally jumped in front of my car.
So it was a hit and run.
No, because I didn't run.
Let them know that your best friend is down here. Let them see.
Where are you at?
I'm right here at the marathon.
Do you hear her?
What?
Am I
I'm
able?
right here.
You're not able to leave her.
They said not to walk up. That I'm not able to leave.
Are you okay?
Yeah, some girl jumped in front of my car.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. My car's totaled. Everything's totaled.
And the girl's not down there?
She dead, I think.
Oh my God, please don't say that.
Savannah calls both her boyfriend and another friend of hers and repeatedly attests that the victim darted into traffic. Multiple witnesses who were interviewed during the investigation actually corroborated the claim, though this was not recorded.
Are you able to complete your phone call?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it just up in the front, okay?
Okay.
Okay? She'll call you back later.
Am I in trouble?
I'm not saying that you're in trouble. I'm just saying that this is now an investigation, and
she jumped out of nowhere.
No, I understand, and I'm not the person to start talking or anything like that. Okay?
She jumped out of nowhere.
I understand, and I'm gonna take that, but I'm just saying that your phone's just gonna go up to the front with me. You'll be able to see it sitting right up there. Okay?
She jumped out of
You will get your
nowhere.
phone
She
back,
jumped
okay?
out of nowhere. Everybody will say that.
Just breathe, okay? Just breathe. I'll be right there with you.
There's a lot of people that get hit on this road. And it's usually about this time when you can't see them walking on the side of the road. At least you got some excitement.
Yeah.
Is she alive? Is she alive? I'm not a criminal, I swear.
I'm not saying you're a criminal.
I'm just a mom. I go to school and I go to work. I was just grabbing a friend. I've never been in a car accident, never had anything. Like, is she alive? No. She came out of nowhere.
Interesting to note is that one of the officers explains to another how it's a lot of people that get hit on this road. Anyway, later on, additional units arrive at the scene.
One vehicle versus one pedestrian. The pedestrian didn't make it. Pedestrian is over there behind the lab cars. We've got the pedestrian's still there. We've got her surrounded with like a tarp thing. A Roscoe's vehicle is there at the orchard. She has the driver of the vehicle in her squad car. So if we walk up,
She came out of nowhere. She really did. I would never hit somebody on purpose, and I would never, like, I'd rather kill myself besides hit somebody. So if I ever saw her, I'd run anywhere else besides to her. Anything besides this situation.
Way back there, past Orchard. She went a long way.
Probably on the hood for some of it.
Yeah, she might have ridden it. Took a person a while to get stopped finally.
Can we please just go to a police station or something? I have to pee. I just want this done. I just don't want to keep sitting here looking at the crime scene. I feel like a murderer.
Yeah, Professor, I didn't know if they had that occupied. I'm trying to get a hold of Adam 12, and I was going to have to go to Incident 3, but I didn't know if they were seeing or not.
Oh, no, it's just right here.
What are we really waiting for?
Waiting on the traffic officers to come talk to you. And then they can tell me what to do. I already told you I don't have a decision-making capabilities right now. They control the scene.
Are they here now?
That it's going to be a while, so we're going to be waiting a minute.
Savannah is then questioned about what happened.
Questions already, but we'll have to ask 2 questions, okay? Could you tell us what happened today?
I was just driving down the road and she came out of nowhere.
Okay.
Literally nowhere, and as I hit her, I was shocked, and everybody else even said that she came out of nowhere.
Are there people, as in people with you, or people in other cars?
No, in other cars. I was just driving to my friend's house.
Okay. Where were you coming from today? Because I see that you live in, was it?
Yep, I work at the Pony.
At the where?
The Pony, it's a strip club.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. I work there, and where were you heading to?
I was just grabbing my friend.
Okay, where's that?
It's like 10 minutes away. I have her address on my phone.
Okay. Just going to pick up your friend?
Yeah.
Obviously driving southbound on Knoxville. Are you familiar with this road at all?
No, I'm not from out here at all.
How long have you been in Peoria?
Barely ever.
Okay. So you get into town today?
Yeah, just came to grab her.
Okay. So as you're going down the road, I wasn't on duty. What was the weather like? Was it raining at the time? Was it?
It was like not really rainy. It's kind of sunny.
Okay.
But like I was driving behind people, and I was just driving down the road, and out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, I just hit, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then the person in front of me stopped. The girl that was walking stopped, and she was like, "I called 911." I was like, "You did?" And we all ran over there, and like all of them started running to me, and they're like, "She came out of nowhere." And I was like, "You guys seen that, right? Like she was nowhere." And they're like, "Yes, she came out of nowhere. Like we understand that."
Okay. So there's other cars around you that were in front of you?
Yes, there was a car, the black SUV.
Black SUV was in
Yeah,
front of you?
there was a couple.
Okay. You know where she came from? Was she walking in the road?
She was walking on this side of the road, like this side.
Like along the curb line?
Well, like I think in the grass.
Okay. Did you see her step out in the road?
No, I didn't see her step out in the road. Like it just literally just happened.
Okay. When you were driving, were you doing anything else? Like taking a drink from soda? Were you on your phone? Were you
I was just driving.
You know about how fast you were going?
No, not really.
Were you driving with traffic? Were you driving slower?
With traffic.
With traffic?
195 Franklin.
Okay. Now you said there was a black SUV that was in front of you. Was
Yes,
there any
you
other
could
traffic
ask
that
them.
you
They were
remember?
standing there before. Like when I hit her, they were standing out there.
Was there any other traffic driving with you that you recall at the time?
No, there was a girl walking her dog, and then there was a black SUV with a couple.
Was she walking with anybody else, or was she by herself?
I think she was by herself.
Okay. Alright. When you two had the collision, what happened after the collision? Were you able to stop it real fast?
I
Did it
stopped
take you a
right
while?
then and there. I stopped, and I ran out of my car, and I looked at her, and the girl that was walking the dog over there, she said, she yelled, and she was like, "I called 911," and she ran over, and then the guy came out of his SUV, and he ran over, and he said, "Are you okay?" He was like, "I seen what happened."
Okay. Now, when you two had the collision, did she immediately fall on the ground? Did she, like,
She was already on the ground.
She wasn't like stuck on the hood or anything?
No, she was on the ground.
On the ground?
What lane were you in?
This lane, it was the lane closest to the road, I mean, like, to the side.
To the right or the left?
Whatever lane my car is at right now is the lane I was. I just stopped my car immediately right then and there.
Okay.
Savannah continues to double down on her claims that the victim ran into the road and that other witnesses saw the same thing happen. As one of the officers returns to question her further, her demeanor changes from emotional to agitated.
You're in town because you work at the Pony?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been at work tonight yet, or?
I stopped there, my friend called me, asked me to come get her, so I left there just to run down. Like, I literally dropped my stuff off there. I was like, alright, I'll come grab you. Drove down the street, and then this happened.
Okay. What time did you go in then?
Like, literally, like, 10 minutes before all that happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
just approximate time.
I have no idea. I don't even know what time I got there. Like, I wasn't looking at my phone. I walked in, looked at the bartender, said I'm clocking in, and then I was like, oh wait, Rain called me, so then I dropped my stuff off, walked out, came here.
Okay. But it was about 10 minutes before this happened.
Yes. Like,
okay.
Right down the street.
And you were going to pick up Rain?
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Where's she stay at?
Whatever address was on my GPS.
Okay, gotcha. So as you're heading down the road, what do you see? Like, do you remember your route at all? Like,
The GPS is on my screen, because you see in the screen on there is the GPS. I could turn, I was just driving down, and out of nowhere, it just smacked. And all of a sudden I see smoke, I see everything, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I slam on my brakes. And then I get out of the car, and I see her, and then everybody starts running over, and they're like, you okay? Like, you okay? Like, we seen what happened? Like, you alright? And I was like, she just came out of nowhere, and they're like, we understand, like, we didn't see her either. And I was just like, I don't understand. And then the guy in front of me got out of his car, and he, like, grabbed my shoulder. He said, you okay? And I was like, where did she come from? He's like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand either. Like, they all said, like, we don't understand.
okay. So do you remember what road you came down, though? Like, did you make a right on the Knoxville down here?
I just turned down this road, and I came down here.
Okay. Had you been through any traffic lights recently?
Probably.
And you said earlier that you were traveling in the right lane, the closest to the curb.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a black SUV in front of me.
Did you catch their names at all? Or?
Nope. Because as soon as he came out and talked to me, I was put in the back of the car.
Okay. Gotcha. And as you're driving, how fast would you say you were going? Approximately.
Just the speed limit.
What is the speed limit?
Just whatever was on my GPS. So the GPS tells you the speed limit.
Okay. Do you remember if she came from your right side? Was she out
The
in
right-
front of the car?
just right
or
on the
out
right side.
From the
Just
left
from-
side?
What? Yeah, the right side.
Okay. Did you see anything prior to the hit?
Not really. I was just driving down the road right behind the black SUV.
About how much distance was between you and the black SUV?
Like 2 cars.
2 cars?
Yes.
Okay. So did she step out in between the two, or?
She had to have.
Okay.
Did you guys talk to the guy in the black SUV?
There was nobody here, like, witness-wise when we got here.
Are you serious? Because there was a girl with a dog, and there was a black SUV with a couple in front of them, and they both said the same thing.
We're still not saying that they weren't, and I'm not saying that nobody
So, like,
has...
the witnesses that were here went before you guys got here?
Before I personally got here. I came from my home, so I got called in.
So they did
So
give
they
a
were not
statement
here.
to somebody.
I don't know. I don't know who talked to everybody yet. Okay.
Can I call a lawyer?
What's that?
Can I call a lawyer?
You would like to talk to a lawyer?
Oh, I mean, if like the witnesses that were here that also had the same thing, and nobody has their statements, I would like to call a lawyer.
Give me a few minutes.
Later, the suspect agrees to a breathalyzer test. The results will shock you.
Using any illegal drugs?
No.
Using any illegal medications, anything like
No.
that? Okay. Well, I ain't reason to believe that right now, but it's a question I gotta ask.
Okay.
What I would like to ask is if you'd be willing to give me a breath sample to show that you don't have any alcohol in your system.
Okay.
Would you be willing to do that?
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So for this, deep breath in, long steady breath like you're trying to blow up a balloon, okay? Blow, 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 blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Very good. Been drinking today?
Just at the bar earlier this morning for a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Shouldn't have been anything though.
How long ago was that?
Hours ago.
How many hours ago?
Well, it's an hour and a half to get to Peoria from my place, so hour and a half before all this.
Okay. Alright, hang tight, I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
Yeah.
116. Like faster. I'm like, were you drinking? No. I did that.
According to police reports, Savannah's blood alcohol content was 0.116%, almost 15 times over the legal limit. In the end, she was arrested for driving under the influence, including 2 counts as misdemeanors and 1 aggravated count, a felony. At the time of writing, her next trial was scheduled for May 12, 2025. She could be sentenced to 3 to 7 years in prison if she's convicted. And now, one final case. A mother in Albuquerque, New Mexico, was confronted by police on July 16, 2023, after receiving a report that her 5-year-old child with special needs was reported as unconscious and not breathing. Tragically, the child passed away. Investigators discovered that the child allegedly had 0% body fat and weighed only 13.6 pounds. The suspect was identified as 23-year-old Marcela Montalongo.
You guys, he's working on it now. She's, yeah. And when you guys showed up, he was laying on the ground, right?
Yes.
The Edward 226, Edward 221, please.
Yeah, they're getting better. It's on medication. So what health problems did you have?
Cerebral palsy, I guess, was the main
acid reflux, large tonsils. He was fed by a G2. He was taken. He was like on all kinds of seizures. He had a Broadway.
Can you advise the status of the check?
Did they say where he was, what was happening when they...
No, so I haven't been able to like talk to family yet. Rodriguez was talking to them. Maybe he has that.
Okay.
So. I don't know exactly where that happened, but that's what we got. Hey, Thomas.
What's up?
Did Mom ever tell you like where they were at?
He was on the urge, from what I gather. So I guess she had given him his milk, is what she said, and then the grandma was like, he threw up, is what she told her. And so she started sucking stuff out of his mouth and nose, and then
is this what?
And then he stopped breathing apparently. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
But I guess he stopped breathing, and that's what she told cousin to call him.
He said he's been concerned for a while because 30 getting so skinny, and apparently either Mom wasn't giving formula or not giving enough formula, or he's supposed to be on a special diet, some kind of formula.
She missed her last doctor's appointment. The kids she didn't remember when that was. It was. I got the doctor's name.
Is it sounding like anything criminal at this point?
I think Mom might have developmental delays.
Okay.
Honestly, like when we're standing there talking, she was like kind of doing like this number.
Okay, I'll go call my supervisor. I mean, it doesn't seem very bad.
I don't think it is either. The only thing that concerns me is
This officer relays what witnesses said happened earlier. Allegedly, the child vomited and stopped breathing, which prompted the family to call emergency services. It should be noted that there were concerns of medical neglect on roughly 4 separate occasions with the Children, Youth, and Families Department.
I'm pretty sure that one's grandma's. That was a closet. I'm gonna check back here too and make sure. That looked like that's gonna be
According to investigators, Montalongo missed 5 of her son's doctor's appointments since December 2022. Despite noticing that her son was losing weight, she did not believe that it was of any concern. Eventually, detectives arrive on the scene and speak to the suspect.
I'm trying to make this as comfortable as possible. It's a traumatic situation we're going through, so we're trying to make it as comfortable as possible. So I just want to give you guys an update on what's happening. So we just want to treat it like a proper thing. We don't want to skip any steps like that. So what's going to happen is we have detectives on the way. They're going to come out and talk to you guys, just kind of get your guys' side of the story. A little bit more than what information we got. They're specialized in this type of stuff, so they just want to talk to you guys. What they are going to do is they're going to write a warrant because just the circumstances, we're not going to go in and kick doors down or anything like that, like nothing like in the movies. It's just a warrant to go into the house and start processing the scene and all that stuff. So we're waiting on that as well. But my officer here is going to start sending pictures of the house. That way they can start that process because they have to describe the house.
That's right. That's what he's explaining. Yeah.
So if you guys can stick around, I would greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we're not going
to. And I think everybody lives here, right?
Well, no, we don't. We're just they live here.
Oh, okay, just the 3.
Yeah, we're aunties.
And I appreciate you guys being here for more support.
Yeah, we know you have to go through this.
Any questions up until this point?
No.
Montalongo was arrested for starving her child to death and was transported to the Metropolitan Detention Center. According to a spokesperson for the MDC, she died in jail while awaiting trial. First responders were called in and attempted life-saving measures, but were unable to revive her.